of the last Parliament, Honorable Speaker, to provide that at least one independent member is nominated to serve in the Special Fund Accounts Committee, and that again was also there in the 12th Parliament. But the new requirement is that at least we must ensure that our independent members are represented, and this time round, all our independent members, we have 12 independent members, and they had 10 slots that were reserved for them in line with the standing orders in departmental committees, and all those independent members have been catered for. Both the majority coalition and the minority coalition have been magnanimous enough to ensure that they adhere to the standing orders to accommodate the independent members in line, as I said, with the standing orders. It is also a requirement, Honorable Speaker, that those parties that don't constitute parliamentary political parties are taken care of. And Honorable Speaker, it is worth noting that many of the non-parliamentary political parties are affiliated to the Kenya Kwanza coalition, because ODM, Wiper, and Jubilee are parliamentary political parties. But on this side of the divide, Honorable Speaker, we have quite a number of parties that don't constitute political parties, parliamentary political parties. But within our coalition, Honorable Speaker, we have ensured that we have allocated the slots that are reserved in line with our standing orders for the non-parliamentary political parties to all the parties that are within the coalition, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the other important thing that maybe I would want to mention and point out, Honorable Speaker, to members is that people who may be elected, because should we pass this motion today, Honorable Speaker, we do expect that His Excellency the President will be naming principal secretaries in due course, and these are the committees that will be carrying on the exercise of vetting the principal secretaries. Honorable Speaker, we expect that hopefully before His Excellency nominates the principal secretaries, the clerk's office, as indicated, may organize a calendar for elections for the leadership of these committees. And we do expect, Honorable Speaker, that hopefully from next week, early next week, we will begin the process of electing members, so that the important business before the House, besides that of vetting principal secretaries, even the issue that has been raised by the Honorable Irene Kasalu, can get a committee where that kind of business can be transacted on. And of course, amongst others, we do expect that in line with the pronouncement by His Excellency the President on the supplementary budget, that the National Treasury is in the course of preparing a supplementary budget, and we expect to quickly constitute the Budget and Appropriations Committee to be able to consider any supplementary budget that may be sent our way. Honorable Speaker, you will also remember that in your communication last week or early this week, Honorable Speaker, you did indicate the issue of the appointment of the Inspector General of Police, who needs to be vetted by a joint committee between the Senate and this House, Honorable Speaker. And again, we will not be able to do that vetting of the IG without constituting these committees. Honorable Speaker, I was saying, what is of note to honorable members, Mr. Speaker, sir, is that after we elect our chairs and vice chairs, because I know, Honorable Speaker, this is a very rigorous exercise that the selections committee had to go through to place members. But I want to assuage members, you may not necessarily get the committee that you are looking for, but there will be opportunities that will arise following the election of chairs and vice chairs. More so where a chair, somebody who is elected as a chair and had been designated into either 2 or 3 committees, Honorable Speaker, because in line with our standing orders, no chair of a committee is allowed under our standing orders to be a member of any other committee. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, if you consider we have 20 departmental committees, it tells you you will have 20 slots that may fall vacant if a chair, any of the chairs elected were in another committee. The same with select committees. If one is designated and elected as a chair of a select committee, any of the around 20 committees, not 24, because some are chaired by the Speaker, like the House Business Committee and the Committee on Powers and Privileges, those again will be able to allow members to get a bit of those spoils. And this is not just for the majority party, even for the minority party, Honorable Speaker. The minority party now has about 8 committees which they are designated to chair. Therefore, even on the minority side, those who will be elected as chairs of either PIC, PAC, or the Special Funds Accounts Committee for the Independents, those who get the chair will have to relinquish. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, I just want to take this opportunity to commit, as a chair of the Selections Committee, I did indicate to the members of my committee yesterday that this time round, Honorable Speaker, we shall not make this committee a committee that only sits at the beginning of the session to place members and will sit again in case there is a movement in the course of the season, Honorable Speaker, session. But we will endeavor, as soon as we are done with the election of committee chairs and their vice chairs, to sit again, to be able to reallocate seats again, the available slots, to members in both sides of the coalition. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, I don't want to belabor many of these points because I know this, again, Honorable Speaker, is worth noting, especially to our new members of Parliament, that this is one of the most divisive exercises in any parliament, because it is always not possible to please everybody in the House. It is always not possible to place everybody in the committee they desire. Honorable Speaker, if I give you an example, the Committee on Transport and Infrastructure, from the majority side, we had 79 members who sought to be fixed in only 8 slots. The minority side had, I think, 71 members who also wanted to be slotted in the Transport Committee. The Budget and Appropriations Committee, Honorable Speaker, had 99 members who sought to sit in the Budget Committee, which can only accommodate 27 members. Therefore, honorable members, I just want to beseech you that it is not possible to please everybody. We will please some, disappoint some, but at the end of the day, Honorable Speaker, we are all members of Parliament who have the opportunity to attend all committees of this House. Nothing precludes you, as a member of Parliament, from attending any committee of the House. You don't have to be a member of the Budget and Appropriations Committee to attend meetings there. And I truly want to encourage, especially our first-time MPs, please take your time to even learn what happens in other committees other than the committee you have been designated in. Honorable Speaker, in conclusion, it has been customary, Honorable Speaker, at times to find people in 2 or 3 committees, and the moment, Honorable Speaker, people are placed in committees, members end up never showing up in any committee. I want to assure honorable members, and I have that assurance from the leaders of the minority party, that they will also keep track, like we will keep track of those in the majority party. If you are not active in the committee that you have been designated in, please allow us, and I can hear the whip here saying that is what he will bring on a daily basis, making sure that he is tracking who is active in particular committees and who are not active. So that if you don't have the opportunity or the time to attend a committee, there is no reason to hold that slot and stop someone else who would probably be more interested to serve in that committee from serving. And I'm saying that to encourage members to be active participants. If you are not a member of a committee, you have not been designated to a particular committee, be active in that committee. You may find a member who has been designated in that committee but never attends committees. And whenever you attend a committee, it is always noted in the attendance register that you attended as a friend to the committee. Therefore, from those, both whips, the majority whip and the minority whip, will be able to see who are the active members in particular committees, so that if there is reassignment, Honorable Speaker, we can reassign. Honorable Speaker, with those very many remarks, I want to beg that I move this motion and request the Honorable Leader of the Minority Party, the Honorable Pio Wandai, to second.
Mr. Speaker,